Good morning everyone. In this tutorial I am going to explain how a circuit looks like a delta symbol can be converted to star 1, similarly star 2 delta 1. This kind of problem normally arises in current electricity, but the same principle can be used for solving alternating current circuit as well as capacitance circuit. So here in the first diagram you can see that this looks like a delta symbol. So delta network is there. Delta network between A and C resistance RAC considered, between A and B RAB, between B and C RBC is considered. This can be equivalent to a Y network. I mean star 1, delta to star. This looks like a star. So here the resistance between the junction and the point A is RA, between this junction and the point C is RC, and this one is RB. Better you remember this convention here. The resistance starting from the point A is RA, resistance starting from the point C is RC, from B is RB. Here in between A and C is RAC, in between A and B is RAB, in between B and C is RBC. So this delta network is equivalent to the pi network. This delta and pi, they look similar. Okay, this is equivalent to this. There is no difference between these two. If you look at the circuit given here, between A and C remains RAC, between A and B RAB. So pi network and delta network congruent, I mean similar, they look similar. There is no difference between two. The same manner, the Y network and T network, they also look similar. There is no difference between these two circuits. Now, this delta network and the star network, can they be compared? If we can compare, then simplifying a circuit containing this kind of loop will be easier. If we can open it, even in some problems, we need not use Ohm's law, Kirchhoff's law, Maxwell's cyclic current. All this is not required. It will be Ohm's law is required. Ohm's law is required. Ohm's law we have to use. This is the basic law, and in solving circuit problem. But Kirchhoff's law and Maxwell's cyclic current concept not always very convenient, because you have to solve 2, 3, 4 equations. But if you can reduce, if you can open the circuit which looks like a delta to Y or delta to T, then our calculation will be easier. Okay. Let us see how these two can be compared. The basic principle to compare these two circuits, we can say this is equal to this if the resistance between A and C here equals with resistance between A and C. Okay. Or pi network is equal to T network if resistance between A and C here equals with resistance between A and C. Now a question arises, how can we find resistance between A and C? In a common circuit, if 3 resistors are given this manner, I just remind you one thing, how to find the equivalent resistance between A and C, where 3 resistors are connected. What you do there to find the equivalent resistance between A and C, where these 3 resistors are involved, you put a battery in between these two and then find current distribution. This is one branch, this is one branch, and this is the other branch. Current through these two will be the same. This is I2, this is also I2, this thing is I1, this is E. What do you say the equivalent resistance between A and C? Everyone will say that this resistance in our diagram it is RAC. RAC will be in parallel combination with combination of these two, because they have same current, so these two will be in series combination, this is in parallel combination. So between A and C, the resistance, if we consider, it will be the series combination of these two with the parallel combination this. Okay, between A and C, what is the resistance? So here between A and C resistance you can write. Between A and C, what is the resistance here? If you put the cell in between, no question of current going this branch, only between A and C. So between A and C current will be RA plus RC only. So if you can get RA plus RC equal to this RAC, then you can compare this circuit with this circuit. That I will be showing you. Then at these two, delta Y equivalent, pi and T also equivalent, I am not going to discuss the same thing here. Now let us see how to find out the relation in converting a delta to star or star to delta. This one I have taken here between A and B resistance, I have taken B and C R2, between C and A R3, and from the point A the resistance starting RA, from B it is RB, from C it is RC. So let us write the equations available here. These two will be equivalent. Delta will be equivalent to star if delta is equivalent to star if RAB remains the same. RAB means resistance RAB in the first circuit equal to RAB in the second circuit. What is RAB in the first circuit? Between A and B, what is the equivalent resistance? R3 and R2 will be in series, R1 in parallel, so R1 into R2 plus R3, that divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3 equal to equivalent resistance between A and B is RA plus RB. That you can see, this is number 1. Similarly, if we compare RBC, if we compare BC part, then equivalent resistance between B and C will be what? R2 is in parallel combination with series combination of R1 and R3. So R2 into R1 plus R3, that divided by sum of these three, taking in the same order as the previous one. This is going to be RB plus RC. Let this be number 2. Similarly, if we consider RC2A, C2A, what is the resistance? It is R3 into, let us find resistance between C2A, that C2A resistance is R3 into R1 plus R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3 is equal to RC plus RA. Alright. Now we will find the values of RA, RB and RC, because when delta is converted to this form, then what is the value of RA, RB, RC that we need? Let us go for finding the values of RA, RB, RC first. I am using equation 2 and 3 to get the another equation containing RA and RB. See, number 1 is RA plus RB is equal to R1 into this divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. This I am rewriting here, and then you subtract to get RA minus RB. What can I do? Subtract 2 from 3. So 3 minus 2, if we do, RA minus RB, if we do, you can see denominator is the same, numerator R2 R3 getting cancelled, So what is left over there? It will be R1 into R3 minus R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. How have I got this? I have subtracted 3. I have subtracted 2 from 3. So this you take number 4. Okay. This you get subtracting 2 from 3. Now adding these two, if we add number 1 and 4, then we get the value of RA. All of you can see that the value of RA, I mean 2 into RA by adding. Adding we get 2 into RA equal to R1 R2 minus R1 R2 plus and minus get cancelled. It will be twice R1 R3 by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Therefore, RA equal to R1 into R3 by R1 plus R2 plus R3. I will not show you detailed calculation for RB and RC. I will just write the values over there. RB, if we calculate, just subtract just 1 minus 2 if you do, then which part is remaining over there? R1, R2. Okay. R1, R3 part getting cancelled. So it will be R1, R2 by R1 plus R2 plus R3, and RC is equal to, this is going to be R2, R3 by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay. So if you look at the diagram I have considered here, that RA, how can I get this from this to this mentally? RA is going to be, see, A is holding these two hands, R1, R3, their product divided by sum of these three resistors. RB will be what? B is holding these two hands, so it will be R1 into R2 by R1 plus R2 plus R3. C will be holding these two hands, so RC is this. This algebraic calculation you never do in exam, you directly will be writing these values over there. Okay. So you can convert delta to star by this symbol. Let us take one practical example based on this first, delta to star conversion, and we'll see how does it help. Just remember this concept that RA can be obtained by this manner if we multiply the two things, that is the two resistors holding this the resistance holding these two hands will be multiplied, that sum will be divided by that product will be divided by sum of three resistors. Okay. Now let us see one practical example how to convert. Just write an example here how to convert this delta to star symbol. If you have taken three resistors this manner, just like this. You find the equivalent this will be equivalent to this is what? Delta. You can see that delta should be converted to star. How? This will be equivalent to what? That I am going to show you. This one remain 1. This link will remain 2. This link will remain 3. When you consider this part 1 here, it will be product of these two divided by sum. 6 into 3 by 6 plus 3 plus 9. This is going to be 1 ohm. For 2, when you consider 3 into 9, 27 by 18. 27 by 18 is 3 by 2. 1.5 ohm. And this thing will be what? 54 by 18, that is 3 ohms. All of you understand? So by using this conversion, we can convert this delta circuit to the star one. Now see one practical application in a circuit. If you face this loop, then how will you apply it in solving sums? Let us see. Just I am telling you, find equivalent resistance between 2 points. Suppose I will be taking A and B, and also find the current through the circuit. The circuit I am writing this manner. This one is 4 ohms. This one is your 3 and 9 ohms, and this one is 6 ohms. This one says 7.5 ohm. This one 8 ohms. I can make it more complicated, but not required now. Your problem is to find the equivalent resistance between 2 points A and B. Then if this cell has EMF equal to 12 volt, find the circuit current. So this you will say that I will apply Kirchhoff's law for this loop, and this for big one. I agree, can be done. Normally we do this manner. But in entrance exam where there is just 1 minute or 2 minutes time left for you to solve a sum, you will not prefer to get it by Kirchhoff's law or Maxwell's cyclic current. You will prefer to get it by converting this into, this is a delta 1, we will convert this one to star 1. Let's see how to convert this, how nicely it can be converted. You can do it very fast by some mental calculation. Okay? Just write the equivalent circuit here. This is going to be 4 ohms. Then this loop will give us how much? Just a minute. This is 4 ohm there. One, I have to take this manner. 2 hands will go this manner. This will join with 7.5. This will join with 8. This point remains the same, that is B. This is 12 volt. So this one will be what? Now this one means at this junction, if we refer this one as 1, 2 and 3, then you can say this one remain 2, this one remain 3. This is not changed, this will be 1. So with 1 how much will be there? 3 into 6 by 3 plus 9 plus 6, 18 by 18. This is going to be 1. Okay. With 2, this loop you have named as 2, this junction. So it will be 27 by 18, that is 27 by 18 is 3 by 2. I mean 1.5 ohms. This is 7.5 ohms. Now this one, 3 is holding what? 54 by 18. This is another 3 ohms. So now everyone can solve this sum. This is 4 ohms. And for 1 ohm, this is changing to 5 ohm. This one going to change to 9 ohm. This one 11 ohm. And this is the cell 12 volt. This is 12 volt. Okay. So 9, 11, they are parallel combination. Then with 5 you add and then do it. Let us solve another one where again you have to find the current through the circuit. Suppose I am taking this circuit. This one say 100 ohm. This one let me think what are the values I can take here so that our calculation will be easy. This resistance, suppose I am taking 40 ohm. This one say 60 ohms. This one I will be taking say 78 ohms. This one say 90 ohms. This one 30 ohms. This one like 40 volt. So which part you are going to break, that you can judge very quickly from here. This point is 1. This one is your 2 and this one is 3. Now let us open the circuit. 1 to 3 I will convert. We will convert. Show the circuit. This 40 ohm is there. This one 30. It will be added with another one. Which one? This is holding 40 and 100. 4000 divided by 200. 4000 divided by 200. Multiplication of these two. That divided by sum of 3. 4000 divided by 200. That is 20 ohms. Okay. Then it will go this manner. Then this is going to be 90 ohms. And what about this thing? This is our 1, this is 2 and this is 3. How to get 2? 2 is holding 160, 6000 divided by 2. 200, that will be 30 ohm then. And in between these two, that is 2400 by 200, that is 12 ohms. Okay. But I did some mistake over there, that this will be definitely 30 ohms. So that this point remains 2. Now this 2 point will be added to 90 ohm resistor. 3 ohm will be added to 78 ohm resistor. Then it will go like this. Understood? Now this is equivalent to what? 120 and this is 80. So there will be 50. $90 ohms. So you can find the current at ease now, isn't it? Just 40 ohm going this, 50 ohm is there. There is a cell and now 120 and 90, their parallel combination, it will be 120 into 90, 10, it will be that by 210. You find it with this series combination. 40 divided by that will give you the desired current in the circuit. Through all the branches you can find. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Next time I'll show you where start to delta conversion how the start to delta conversion can help us. Thank you again.